Hey guys, Notorious here, and welcome to the first ever full armor guide and best armors guide. I'm joined today by my poisonous rad toad, Jeremy, which will be with us in this wonderful conversation and cleaning up all of the videos I've made, because I know I've missed a couple things, and I know I didn't know a lot of things, so I kind of just want to polish it all up in one big video, and also discuss what the best armors in the game are, so then people do have a full understanding of really what is the best armors and just everything in general. So there was one of the armors I wasn't able to cover, and that is Secret Service armor, which of course is one of the best armors in the game. So the reason why I don't have this armor or have made a video on it is because it's incredibly difficult to obtain, because you need to buy it from the Secret Service people up in, I believe it's Vault 79. It's all the way up here. And yeah, Vault 79. And of course you need gold in order to do that. I am not entirely sure how to even really get the gold doubloons, or whatever it's called, besides just doing it from the pass. So of course there's that. But I do have all the stats for us to go over. So Secret Service armor only caps out at level 50, which is a lot different than some of the armors I've gone over. Most of them only cap at a level 45. So yeah, let's just jump into its stats. So Secret Service armor is at the top of my list as the best armor because it has the most damage resistance and energy resistance out of any armor. That's just the bottom line. So if you have a full set of level 50, you will have 250 damage resistance, which is extremely high and extremely useful. With your energy resistance, you will have 220, that is only 30 off. That is still incredibly high. Note that this armor is incredibly heavy and is counted as a heavy armor. So the total weight will be 18.5 pounds, I'm pretty sure is what it is for Fallout. So 18.5. The durability of this armor. So compared to others, especially robot armor, which is actually 4th on my list, even though I did not like that armor, Secret Service armor doesn't actually have a crazy amount of durability. For each piece you will have 67 if you have it at normal durability, which brings you out to 335 durability. That is high, but where's my notes? Here they are. Compared to Urban Scout armor, it actually has the exact same amount of durability as standard Urban Scout armor, which is kind of crazy that Urban Scout armor and Secret Service armor have the exact same durability numbers. But if you happen to improve this armor, which I didn't ever cover because I didn't know how to do it, and now I do, which will be an added bonus to this video, it'll bring all your pieces up to 79, which brings you up to 395. Same exact as Urban Scout armor. So a heavy armor that is the best in the game is the same durability as a light armor that is actually 5th on our list. Kinda crazy. So, what's next? Alright, now we're going to talk about what is 2nd on the list. Now, the second armors on my list actually tie because they're both extremely high in 2 different areas. And that will be metal and leather. Now, of course, you're going to want the heavy variant of these armors, but since I am covering technically all variants, it would just be across the board. So we're going to start with metal armor. Metal armor only taps out at level 50. It is another very heavy armor, so be sure of that. The heavy variant of metal armor at level 50 has a 223 damage resistance, a 46 energy resistance, and is 28.9 pounds. It is extremely heavy, but it is a good armor. Now, is this it? Here it is. Alright, so for metal heavy armor durability, a normal amount of durability is 79 per piece. That brings you up to 395 durability. That is a lot higher than how Secret Service armor is, but of course, I manage things over how much resistance it gives you, so that's kind of where we're at. If you happen to improve this armor, it brings every piece up to 94, which is 470. So you get more damage resistance, which is more against like bullets, and I think like grenades or anything like that, like explosives. Unless that counts as energy, I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. I'm pretty sure all that is damage resistance. So the only thing you lack in is the energy resistance, which is why I normally have asbestos lining on my chest pieces. That's something else I'll go over for the pieces. But so yeah, next thing I'm going to talk about is the sturdy armor variant of metal armor. So if you have a full set of level 50 sturdy armor in metal, you will have a 171 energy or damage resistance, my apologies, and 37 energy resistance with a weight of 21.7. So still extremely high energy or damage resistance. Oh my god. My apologies. Alright, now for its durability. So for metal sturdy armor, you will have 68 for each piece, which is a normal amount of 340 durability. So still pretty high for a piece of standard armor. Jeremy, what are you doing? Are you freaking out in the background or what? Calm down. I'm trying to make a video right here. Alright, now if you have a full set of improved sturdy metal, it'll bring you up to 415, that is 83 per piece. So still a lot of durability, but you still lose your energy resistance. So really, if you're fighting like robots or people with energy weapons, you're gonna be hurt a lot more, or lose a little bit more. So really it would be best to still have that asbestos lining or some sort of more energy armor in that kind of take. But of course, if you just want your standard damage resistance, this is the way to go. Now, light armors. So next up is the metal light armor. If you have a full set of level 50 metal light armor, you will have a 131 damage resistance and 31 energy resistance with 15.5 pounds. Still quite heavy and still doing the same kind of stuff. Right, now for light armor. Jeremy, calm down, buddy. Calm down, okay? I know you want out, but you said you'd make the video with me. Don't phase in and out. You said you'd make the video, alright? Alright, so where was I? Metal light armor durability is a at a normal amount you have 56 for each piece, which is 280. For light armor, that's actually pretty good, surprisingly. Now, if you happen to improve this metal armor, it'll bring every piece up to 71 with a 355 durability. So, pretty good for light armor. Alright, Jeremy, calm down? Good. Okay, next up, still in second place, we're going to talk about leather. Now, the reason why leather is on the board on second place, even though it's one of the armors that we get near the beginning of the game, it is actually the only armor that specializes in energy resistance. Yeah, I bet none of you knew that. So we're going to start off with leather heavy armor, which I think actually looks the most badass out of all the leather armor. Like, you really look awesome. If you haven't seen what it looks like, please go check out my leather heavy armor guide video. It just looks amazing. So a full set of level 50 leather armor. You will have a 116 damage resistance with 266 energy resistance and a total weight of 18.45. That is amazing. So if you are having problems with robots, leather armor is your best bet, but you do sacrifice a lot of damage resistance. I'm not quite sure what piece to put on in mods to help with that. The only thing, of course, to make it better would be to just a normal modification of it, which would be, I think it's, is it tethered? I think it's, or tempered. I'm not quite sure. I don't wear leather anymore. I used to, just not anymore. So basically you would have to have a higher upgraded version of leather, so then you could have a better damage resistance, but you're still going to have a tremendous amount of energy resistance. Alright, so where's my leather? That's Raider. Right there, leather. That is leather light, which means heavy's on the back. No, don't go dark. Oh no, it made me stand up. Okay, well, let's sit back down. I was trying to have a wholesome moment here and talk to people about armor. Don't do that again, game. Alright, sorry about that. Now, leather heavy armor. So your normal durability will be 67 for each piece, which brings you up to 335. That is the same. Isn't that the same? That's the same as Secret Service armor and Urban Scout armor. Interesting. Now, if you have an improved variant of this, it'll bring it up to 73 per piece, which is 365. That is not the same as Urban Scout armor or Secret Service. It's actually 30 durability off. So incredibly close to one of the best armors in the game. Jeremy, are you freaking out about the nukes, bro? Like, I know it said become death like twice on my screen. Okay, calm down, it's just nukes. Don't worry about it, we're all used to it. Alright, next up, we're going to be talking about leather sturdy variant. Now, if you have a full set of level 50 of leather sturdy armor, you will have 89 damage resistance, 203 energy resistance with 17.5 pounds of weight. Now, the durability for this is 56 for each piece, which is 280. Wow, that is literally metal armors. That's interesting. Which is 280 at a normal durability, and if you improve your armor, it'll bring everything up to 62, which is 310. So that was quite interesting. I actually didn't look at. So we just talked about metal light armor, and its normal durability is 280, but for leather sturdy, it is the same amount. So leather sturdy armor durability and metal light armor are the exact same, which is quite interesting because both of them are two different sides of the same coin. Because one is more damage resistance and one's more energy resistance, it would make sense that they would have the same durability along some sort of lines. Right, did I already say yeah, okay. So, let's go over the light. Let's see if there's any more comparisons. Oh, my pencil. Alright, so we're going to talk about leather light armor. So, standard light armor you guys have always had since the beginning of the game, except at level 50, has a 60 total damage resistance with 129 energy resistance and 12 weight. It's pretty good. So at a light armor, so like the beginning of the game having that light armor, you still have more energy resistance, but still very less damage resistance, which is why when you start the game, everything we're fighting is like scorched and super mutants and stuff. So of course, no wonder why we're taking a bunch of damage, is because we have low damage resistance and high energy. So really, it would be best if we fought robots in the beginning than fighting anything with a gun. Now we're gonna go with its light armor. Wow, holy crap. Is that the same as wood? Oh, it's right there. No, it's not. Okay, so leather light armor has 44 for HP, which brings you up to 220 durability. So that is incredibly low for a light armor. And it's not as bad as wood, but it's definitely way better. Now if you improve it, it'll bring you up to 55? Is that a 5? Is that a 50? It's a 50. So 50 for each piece, which brings you up to 250 durability. That's not really all that good. I suggest you guys not wear light armor for leather. Probably, definitely sturdy or heavy would be the thing to use. Okay, so that is the first top 2. If you guys are still with me, thank you. I know this is going to be a long video, a lot of talking, and I just hope that Jeremy and I here can keep you guys some company. Right. Next is going to be my favorite armor, and that would be combat armor. So I talked about in my combat armor video of how robot and combat armor are kind of alike, and the reason why is because they share the same kind of numbers or number variant, and basically that means it's going to be the same amount of numbers across the board. The only difference would be durability. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. I'm moving my chair. Yes, Jeremy, you have something to say? Good boy, pat pat. Okay, anyway, so combat armor. Where? Notes? Where did I put it? Here it is. Alright. So, combat armor. The reason why it is third on my list is because it has a balanced number across the board. Honestly, in my opinion, I actually think it's the best armor in the game because of how balanced it is. I would have put this at the top, but you can't ignore Secret Service's armor. It's the best. Like, technically combat should have been second, and then it would have been metal and leather, but it's not as high as the numbers for metal and leather. So, right. Its stats. So, combat armor taps out at level 50. Damn, it's really heavy. So, a heavy armor combat has a total of 127 damage and energy resistance. That's what I meant by when it's balanced in the same numbers. It'll always be the same numbers no matter what level it is. So, it won't be a different variant, which is really nice about the armor. But the thing is, it is incredibly heavy with a 34.2 pounds. So, you're definitely going to want, like, light armor, or not light armor variant, but like what is it, ultralight armor modification on it, or light armor variant, or excuse me, I think it's a comfort fit, reduces the weight. Or you can go into your Pip-Boy. Can I do it here on the Pip-Boy? Not available. Of course. Stand up. Come on, you. You can go here into your specials, and in strength you can use this wonderful where are you? That one. Sturdy frame, which reduces your armor weight by 25%, and at 2 stars is 50. So really, that's something you're going to want when you are wearing combat armor. Now, let's go ahead. You know what? We'll just stand right here. Right. Now let's talk about its durability. Do I not have that paper in front? Oh, here it is. Combat heavy armor. So, your normal durability is 90 per piece, which brings you up to 450 durability. Incredible for heavy armor, because if I think it's one of the highest besides Robot? Yes, it is actually second highest durability out of all the armors. I think, is it? Let me check. Yes, second highest durability out of all the armors. With a... Okay, yeah. So when you improve this armor, it brings it up to 102 per piece, which is 510. That is incredibly awesome. I think, let me see. Actually, that is higher than robot heavy armor. That's incredible, because robot armor is purely durability based. It's not meant to be worn for damage or energy resistance. So, improved heavy combat armor actually is better than improved robot heavy armor. Correct? Oh no, I am actually mistaken by about 50 durability. I didn't see that. So I'm actually wrong. It's still second highest durability of armor. So if you're looking for armor that is balanced between damage resistance, energy resistance, and durability, combat armor is your best bet. If you don't really care about any of that stuff, I would wear robot. I advise people not to wear it, but I do understand the durability. Once I do read it to you, you will understand. Alright, let's talk about combat sturdy armor. There it is. Combat. Don't freak out, game, or just calm down. I know that I've been sitting here a while. Alright, so combat sturdy armor. So combat sturdy armor also taps out at level 50, and it is 107 for both damage and energy resistance, with a total weight of 26.6 pounds. Still incredibly heavy. Actually, I think it's is it one of the heaviest armors? Where's the robot? Robot. It actually is the heaviest armor in the game. So, yeah. Combat armor is the heaviest armor in the game, guys. So, really, you are sacrificing really good or not really sacrificing, really, you're getting really good stats and really good durability and sacrificing a crap ton of weight. So, that's really where it's going to be. So, hopefully, you guys can understand that. Alright, now it's durability, there it is. Combat sturdy armor has 79 per piece, which is 380 durability. That's not bad for a sturdy set. That's 100 more than leather. And I think, where is metal? Oh, it's definitely way more than metal. It's about 140 more, or no, 40 more than metal. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, so the improved variant of sturdy combat would be 91 per piece, which brings you to 455. Still really good trade-off. I suggest anybody to wear combat armor. Right, so now for the light variant. Light combat armor is no, that's wrong. Is 84 durability and just smack myself against the mic. Okay, let me start over. Light combat armor has 84 damage and energy resistance, and its total weight is 19 pounds at a full level 50 set. God. Okay, now for its durability. Combat light armor has 67 for each piece, which brings you up to 335 durability. What else has 305 durability? Urban Scout armor. And Secret Service armor, if I'm not mistaken. Where did that go? Yes. So, combat light armor has the same durability as Urban Scout and Secret Service armor. Interesting. But if you happen to improve this armor, which would bring every piece up to 79, that is 380. That is about Sturdy Combat's standard armor. So, yeah, quite interesting. Alright, Is the game done freaking out? Yes, I know, Jeremy. I know you want out. Stick with me. We're almost done. We have a little bit more armor to go, and then we can teach people how I got you. Okay? And then maybe I can get a better pet, because you just seem to freak out all the damn time. Okay, so next up is going to be robot armor. Now, I don't like robot armor. I'm going to admit that. I personally do not like the armor. I don't like how it looks. I feel bulky. It doesn't look good. It doesn't even really have the greatest stats. But since it's kind of like combat armor, it's on the list. Plus, it is the only armor in the entire game that has the best durability. So really, if you're looking for an armor that you don't care what you wear, because you're just going to wear like something over it, and really, your damage resistance and energy resistance you don't really care for, you just don't want your armor to break so much, robot armor is going to be your best bet. And, yeah, technically, really, I would get rid of robot armor. Like, if I was Bethesda, I would get rid of robot armor and change combat armor's durability to that of robot armor. Because I don't think I know anybody that wears it. I do remember some comments about it, and I do remember helping some people out. And I'm not holding that against you guys. That's you guys. I personally just don't like it. You guys can wear whatever armor you guys please, whatever makes you happy, whatever is good for you guys. So, yeah. Alright, let's get into heavy robot armor. Shut up, phone. Alright, heavy robot armor has a total damage and energy resistance of 107 with 31.2 pounds at a full set of level 50. Excuse me. Ugh. So do I have my combat? Isn't that the same as combat? Yeah. So basically, at the highest amount, which is heavy armor 4 robot, it has the exact same numbers as sturdy combat. Now, I think it was for... Was it light armor or was it for heavy? I don't remember. Okay. No, it was for light. Okay, so never mind. I don't have to talk about that yet. So yeah, it's still incredibly heavy, but its durability will probably shock some people. So, where is it? Robot heavy armor. So for every piece of the robot heavy armor, you have a total of 97 per piece, which brings you up to 485 durability. Okay, I'm gonna sit down because the game seems to not freak out so much. Alright, sit. Look at Jeremy. Alright, so 485 durability for heavy armor. That is a lot, and that is why I say that it is the best out of all the durabilities as in any armor. So basically you're sacrificing weight and crappy damage resistance, energy resistance for a crap ton of durability. Excuse me, jeez. What the hell did I eat? Alright, so now for its improved durability, and that is... it brings everything up to 112 per piece, which is 560 durability. There's no other armor in this game that has that much, even when it comes to improved variants. So yeah, that is why robot armor is 4th on my list. Alright, so now robot armor sturdy. Robot armor sturdy is the exact same as combat armor light. Has 48 for both damage and energy resistance with 23.1 weight at a max of level 50. Now its durability is 86 per piece, that brings you up to 430. The improved variant brings everything up to 101, which brings you up to 505. So still same thing. Jeremy, what do you want? What, you hungry? You want food? I know my character's hungry. I'm over here starving to death. But, you know, talking about armors is a lot better, even though I have a cooking pot in front of me. I could easily make food, but, you know, it's okay. Us YouTubers, we can starve. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. What's next? So, if I remember correctly, when I was getting the numbers for... Let me turn that over. For robot, it was one of the robot armors. I think it was either heavy or light. I couldn't find the stats for it. And the reason why was because no one had it written down. So I had to do some math and understanding and grabbing the armor. And, well, even after I had it, I corrected it. So for robot, light armor is way worse than light armor combat. You have a total of 64 damage and energy resistance and 10.5 weight. The only reason why I got these numbers is because I realized that combat armor and robot armor were kind of doing the same dance. They had the same numbers, except robot armor was just a worse variant, so I kind of just like subtracted the numbers so then I could understand exactly how much, and I did a bunch of percentages and all this crazy stuff. So I'm not sure if those are actually the right numbers, because I don't even remember having a full set of robot light armor. Even in my video I don't think I did, because robot armor still is incredibly hard to obtain. Even though it might seem easy, it's not. But the one thing I think I did get was robots. Yes, I did get the durability correct. So light armor robot durability has 79 for each piece, which brings you up to 370. Improved brings you up to 89, which is 445. Incredibly useful. So yeah, do not quote me on light armor because I don't remember if it was light or maybe it was a heavy armor. But yeah. Alright. Almost done, guys. I know it's already been 30 minutes. And I know it's probably boring watching Jeremy go back and forth. Or what did I even name Jeremy? Yeah. Jeremy go back and forth and all that stuff. But hopefully you guys are learning a little bit. I probably would have put a little bit more into video, which I normally do. But grabbing all that armor took a lot of caps and a lot of time, and that's time I don't have because I already know Fallout 76 is kind of coming to the end on this channel, and I kind of want to move on to other games and teach people other things. So just bear with me, and yeah, we're about pretty much halfway through the list, so just bear with me. Alright, next up we have Urban Scout Armor, or Forest Scout, whatever you want to call it. Same armor. It's the same as Thorn Armor and Solar Armor. They're just all different names. They have the exact same damage, resistance, energy resistance, durability, and weight. They just all look different. Same exact armor. So, sturdy light. Isn't it light armor? It is light armor. So Urban Scout armor is a light armor, and you get it somewhere around when you start doing the Enclave missions. And it actually is a really good armor, and it looks really nice. I love how smooth it looks, and it just looks. Did you just eat a fly? What was that? Anyway, so I love how it looks, and it looks incredibly great. I do know there's a mask you can get, and it's like a gas mask. I've never seen anyone wear it, but I have seen it on mannequins in people's bases. And if you want, you can go ahead and check out that video, and I do tell you where to find it. So, excuse me, jeez, what's wrong with me? Reason why Urban Scout armor is 5th on my list is because of it's kind of like Secret Service armor. It is just like Secret Service armor. It is. That's not it. That is. It is. Is that 30? No. It's a lot like Secret Service armor when it comes to its damage and energy resistance. How it's just a couple numbers off. At least like 20 to 30 numbers off from kind of being balanced, like a like robot or combat. The other thing is, was it durability? Yeah, its durability is actually on par with a lot of the higher up armors. So for a light armor, it is incredibly cool that it happens to have the same durability as Secret Service and a couple of the armors we have talked about, which is why it is 5th on my list. So if you have a full set of level 50, you will have 160 damage resistance and 120 energy resistance at 17.5 weight. It is the heaviest light armor, actually, on my list. So, I do not know if this armor comes with any mods. I have gotten some comments where people say that there's no mods you can learn, like the notes, but you can find the mod crates, and there are those, but I'm not sure about that. I don't think the armor has any mods. I remember when the game first came out, it did, and on even the wiki or even a couple other sites, it says there are. I've never found them. And even when you put the armor into the workbench where it would tell you the number of unlocks that you have, there isn't one. So I think they took it out. I think it's just standard base armor. So you would have to kind of get used to that and use your perks to the armor's advantage, or to your advantage, whatever it is. Now let's talk about its durability. So for each piece, your normal durability will be 67 per piece, and that brings you up to 335. With improved brings you up to 79, which brings you up to 395. That is the exact same as Secret Service armor. The only difference is that Secret Service armor is about 100 or 90. Is it 90? 90 damage resistance. Is it 90? I think it's 9. Yeah, 9. I'm trying to do the math. Yeah, 90 damage resistance higher, and I think that, and 100 more on energy resistance. So really, combat armor, just like how, or not combat, I'm sorry, Urban Scout armor is like the lesser version of Secret Service armor, just like how robot and combat armor I have the same thing, how robot armor is the lesser version of combat. So it kinda, I guess, would teach you or help you understand how it would kind of be up there in the higher level. Alright, next up we have Raider armor. Now, Raider is 6th on my list because I do personally wear Raider armor myself, and I actually am wearing a full set of Raider armor right now. Now, Raider. Oh, there it is. Alright, so a full set of level 45. Raider only taps out at level 45, which is odd because a lot of other armors that I've already listed off are level 50. So, you know, maybe Bethesda, could you maybe give us 5 more levels? This armor is pretty good. It's already hard enough to acquire mods for this thing. But anyway, for a full set of Heavy Raider, I was holding light in front of me. Your damage resistance will be 182 with 76 energy resistance and a 24.3 pound or weight, whatever it is. I actually don't have any kind of lightweight armor on. I put everything in the deep pocketed, and I have asbestos lining on my chest piece because I don't want to have issues with carry weight, and I have around at least 300 carry weight, I think, on my character. Can you stand up for me, please? Thank you. I was close, so 278 is my total, and it's all heavy armor, deep pocketed, except for my chest piece has asbestos lining. Yes, everything is legendary, but nothing in my thing has anything with weight. Alright, right, so durability for Raider heavy armor. Damn, this is old writing. So there it is. For each piece on a normal set will bring you up to, where is it written down? Okay, I found it. My apologies. My handwriting, when I wrote this back when I made the first video, and everything's kind of scrunched together, so I'm like trying to look for where it is. So a full normal set of durability, which I originally had issues with, will have 73 per piece, which is 365 durability, and an improved will bring everything up to 85, which is 425. Now, as I mentioned before in all my other videos, I did know how to improve things. because I didn't see right in front of my face. There was obviously an intelligence. What I didn't know was this perk, Fix It Good. I didn't know this perk existed. I honestly didn't. I thought it was literally just improved parakeets. So if you guys want to improve your armor and you've watched my old videos, use this perk, people. Like, it's here. I didn't even know it was there. I had someone comment on my video and tell me, and I was so thankful. Thankful to you if you see this video. I can't remember your name and I don't have my phone in front of me to look up your name, but thank you so much for telling me this, because I didn't know. Someone else also mentioned how to get improved repair kits, which were do I still have one? I think I do. Improved repair kit. I don't. Okay, so if you do happen to have an improved repair kit, I only have basic ones, you get them from the Scorch Queen and oh god, what is that quest called that happens down here? The event that happens down here. I think it's down in this area. It's the one where you fight the rogue Sultron that thinks it's a sheep squatch. I think it's starts with an E. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's the only two ways to get improved repair kits: the Scorch Queen and that other event. So thank you guys so much for telling me that. I did not know that. Alright, moving on. We're gonna move on to Raider Sturdy Armor. So, if you have a full set of level 45 Raider Sturdy Armor, which a lot of you guys did like, especially it's the torso, because it makes it kind of look like you have like a diver suit or a roll cage on top of your head, which was really awesome. You have a total of 144 damage resistance, 59 energy resistance, and 19.6 pounds or weight, whatever it is. Your durability will be 62 per each piece, which brings you up to a 310. At an improved amount, brings you up to 74 per piece, which is 370. That's interesting. Alright. Now for its light armor variant. Now, I don't like how Raider light armor looks. Yes, big guy. Yes, we're almost done. Calm down. Yes, big guy. Yes, I know. I don't like how it looks, and because it kind of looks kind of crappy and kind of loose on you, and it doesn't like give the Raider vibe. But if you do happen to have a full set of level 45 Raider, your damage resistance will be 110 with 47 energy resistance and 13.5 weight or pounds. Your durability will be 50 for each piece, that's 250. Improved will be 62, which is 310. What? What's wrong, Jeremy? What? He's like, I want outside. Let me outside with the robot. No, you're making this video with me. Okay? Don't turn your back to me. You're making this video with me. We're trying something new. Alright. Now, for the 7th on our list. Damn, I'm already at 40 minutes. I am so sorry for anyone that has probably clicked on this video and seen it's already been almost an hour. But I'm trying to cover everything and polish up and just show everything so then I don't have to redo every video again. And hopefully you guys are enjoying Jeremy hop around in front of your screen this whole time. Okay, next up is Marine. Now, Marine and Urban Scout Armor were my two biggest videos on my channel. I think Marine already has around 400 and something views at this time, and I am so grateful for that. And I'm not trying to brag or anything about that, I'm really happy to see that people actually enjoy my videos. Now, the reason why you guys are probably going to be crazy, like, why is Marine Armor 7th on my list, is because Marine Armor actually isn't the greatest, guys. It is one of the best armors in this game, if I can even find its durability. Hello, here it is. But it actually has one of the worst durabilities, and kind of sucks. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Now, Marine Armor. Marine. Okay, so a full set of this level 45 armor that everyone seems to love. I understand it does look good. Okay, I have to admit that the armor makes you look like a Marine, and it just, oh my god, it does look good. But I'm sorry guys, it's not the greatest armor. So a full set of level 45 has 122 damage resistance with 75 energy resistance and 23 weight or pounds. And your durability is 52 per piece, which is 260 durability, and improved brings it up to 60, which is 300. So yeah, really, you guys that do happen to love your marine armor, you are not really doing the greatest. I'm not going to tell you not to wear it. I'm not going to say or brag or do anything crazy like, hey, guys, don't wear marine armor, it's the worst armor in the game, blah blah. No, it's all up to your personal opinion. I'm just here to show you guys that, hey, it's not really the greatest. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm just here to tell you guys, hey, that's not really the best. So, you know, do whatever you guys want to do. Alright, next up is actually wood armor. Now, when I first made that video, I got a really terrible comment on someone who thought I was bragging about wood armor. I want to make it clear that I'm not bragging that wood armor is actually the best light armor, because it's just fact. It is. It's better than metal light armor, which is terrifying, and it's better than wood armor by like 3 damage or 2 damage resistance. And the only reason why I say wood armor was the best is because it's the only armor that has a pure modification for just pure stealth. That's really what the armor is made for, is nothing but stealth. It doesn't even have any upgrades to make it better. It's literally just 3 mods in 1 mod. And that is the only reason why wood armor is the best light armor in the whole game. That's just period and story. If you want me to fight me on it, go ahead. But do not call me out on something like that or say, hey, you're bragging about this. No, it is a fact. And I'm trying to teach you, hey, this armor is really great armor, even though it has one of the worst energy resistance ever. But it is incredibly light and has 3 mods in 1 mod. No other armor has that, and it's all based towards stealth, which is incredibly useful. Anybody who has a stealth build, I suggest you use wood armor instead of using any other armor, because I'm pretty sure that if you have mutations, which I believe my other character does, unless it's legendary, I'm not quite sure, that your chameleon mutation, which I do have on me, which is chameleon right there, turn invisible in combat if unarmed or stationary. I'm pretty sure if you have the mod on, it does not affect it, so you still can turn invisible with wood armor on. If not, then I'm pretty sure you need the legendary version of it, which is the legendary version of chameleon, or it's some other perk or other legendary that still allows you to use armor and have chameleon. So that is why wood armor is one of the best light armors in the game. It is not the best armor in the game, but it is the best light armor. Now for its stats. Wood armor at a full 45 has 133 damage resistance, 21 energy resistance, and is 7.1 weight. Now I know when you put the mod on, I think it's called Shrouded, if I'm correct. I don't have it on this character, I have it on my other character. It brings everything, I think all wood armor is like 1.72, and it brings it down to 0.40, I know it's 0.45 for sure. And then it gives you better concealment in dark areas. You have increased sneak speed and reduced weight is what it is. Reduced weight. So 3 mods in 1 mod. That is why wood armor is the best light armor. Now for fortunately its durability is actually the worst durability. actually, when I looked it up, whoever made the wiki got it backwards. They wrote their numbers backwards. Originally, it's told me that it was 34 through 28 durability rating. Bro, you got it backwards. It's 28 through 34. Because how would your durability get worse if you improved it? So, really, the durability for a full set of 45 at a normal amount is 28 per piece, which is not the greatest. But since you're sneaking around, you're not really going to be getting hit a lot. So you have a total of 140 durability. That is, holy crap, that's the worst. Now, if you improve it, it brings you up to 34 for each piece, which is 170. But since you're using it for sneak purposes, you shouldn't be getting hurt all that much unless you're just really bad at being a ninja. Seriously. Alright, now for the last armor, which is the worst armor in the entire game. But it is on the list. Where is it? There's Trapper. The reason why it's on my list is because I learned something from someone who did comment on my videos, and I was really interested on learning of it, and that is Trapper armor does not use ballistic fibers to craft it, and that is why people use it. It is not because it has not the greatest durability or not the greatest stats. It is because people can't find ballistic fiber. That's the whole reason behind it. I didn't know that. I was just like, guys, this armor is garbage. Don't wear it. I didn't realize that people wear it because it doesn't take ballistic fibers to craft or repair, which is quite interesting. Now, of course, I still say it is the worst armor, but if you guys are having issues finding ballistic fiber, this is going to be your armor. Now let's talk about its stats and why I believe it is the worst armor in the game. That is light armor. Where's my sturdy notes? There they are. Trapper armor. So, a full set of level 45 brings you up to 91 damage resistance, 59 energy resistance, and 12 weight. And its durability is 47 per piece at a normal, which is 235 durability. And if you improve it, it brings every piece up to 55, which is 225 durability. So, that was all the armors in one video, pretty much. Real quick, I am going to go over again about improved durability and a little bit about the workbench. And that might just be it. So, basically, guys, really, how the list goes is Secret Service, leather and metal armor share second place, combat armor is third place, robot armor is fourth, fifth is urban scout armor, or forest scout, or solar, or thorn, all same armor, sixth is raider, seventh is marine, 8 is wood, and 9 is trapper. That is all the normal armors in this game. So that is my personal list based off of facts and based off the stats. You guys, of course, can have your own personal opinion over it, so do not worry about that. Now, one thing I want to cover is I've gotten a couple comments from people that don't understand mods for the armor. So when you come to your workbench, hit modify and repair, and I'll look at that. I have a piece of leather. I had someone be confused about, I don't have that. Okay, so someone was confused on an ultralight piece of robot armor and thought it was a separate armor that you make. That's not it. Go to craft, switch to craft. In here, they thought it was in here, and I'm not calling them out and saying that you're an idiot or anything like that, because I too would get confused if I didn't explain it correctly. Mods for armors are the upgrades to improve the armor to your build. If you find a note that says in ultralight robot armor, that means you've unlocked the mod for it, which when you have a piece, for instance on my piece here, it'll be here in the mods. So these are upgrades, that is mods. So in here you would come down and put it on, and you would need the certain pieces in order to equip it to the armor. So I want to make that clear. I know, of course, a lot of people already know this, but I understand for people who have just started out and you're looking for this video for guidance, and I'm here to guide you. Please, people, do not trash on those guys who don't know anything. That's the point of my videos, to teach people, okay? I'm not here to bag on anyone. I'm just here to help. So if you happen to find any notes on armor, make sure you learn them even if you're not even using that armor, because you won't know down the line if you're changing things up or not, and this is where you're gonna find it. Now, as you can see where it says mods unlocked, technically this area is counted as mods, even though I call it the upgraded version, because really you are upgrading your armor from standard to an upgraded piece of it. So as you see, there's standard and welded. Now, the only way to keep finding these is you can find mods for them, but what you need to do is scrap them. So whenever you find, for instance, constant raider armor or combat armor in the wild, or you can buy it, which would be a lot harder to obtain, but just keep scrapping it. The game has some weird mechanic to where you need to scrap a certain amount of items to unlock the next thing in that armor's unlocks, or the armor's thing, whatever, the inventory. So for the mods, it's difficult to explain. But basically, if you do not have a full maxed out number of 13 out of 13 or 15 out of 15, whatever it is for whatever armor you have, but yes, 14, 13, and 13 again. If you don't have that full amount, that's because you haven't scrapped enough, or you haven't bought the mod for it. So that's the only way to unlock these mods. Now, we're going to talk about durability. So as you see on my armor, I have the standard yellow. If you're colorblind, I apologize. But the standard line in the back and then this lighter one in front, that is your extra durability. Now, my armor is broken, so I can't really show you. Wish I had one that was broken. Now, when I first made my armor videos, I didn't know about this perk specifically. I didn't know about Fix It. I didn't know about Fix It Good. Now, I do advise everyone to have this perk on them at a full amount. You don't have to have it on your person. Just when you go to repair your armor, equip it. Now, the other thing that I suggest you have is this perk, and that is White Knight. You're going to want a max version of it. And you can either have it on you or just equip it when you go to repair your armor. Now, the reason why is because of what it exactly says. So if you read it normally, it says your armor breaks 20% slower and is cheaper to repair. What it really says is your armor breaks 20% slower and is 20% cheaper to repair. So you're going to want a full version of this, so then it's 60% cheaper to repair. And basically you equip this and Fix It Good, and then when you go to repair your armor, it costs less and you're repairing it more. So you're getting a lot more for the armor. So I suggest you have these two perks on. If you have power armor, if you've seen any of my power armor videos, you're going to want, I believe it's called intelligence. Where are you? Intelligence. I think it's portal power patcher. I was close. It's the same exact thing as White Knight, and it reads the exact same. So if you're wearing power armor, you're going to want this. I know I didn't talk about power armor, but it's just a quick overview of armor in general. So there's this. So I think that's about it. I hope that I've finally answered all questions and have wrapped up armor for all of Fallout 76. I don't think I'll be doing a Secret Service armor one, mainly because I don't have enough gold or understanding of how to really get gold to make it, but maybe later down the line I might come back and do the armor videos for that. Plus there is another power armor I don't know how to obtain. I did have it once, but I got rid of it because I didn't know what it was, and I wasn't really collecting power armor at that time and doing videos. And I think it's thorn armor for power armor, so those won't be done right away. But basically, guys, if you guys have any other comments, please comment and ask. If anyone else has questions, please help them out and have a good community on the channel and help people, because I sometimes don't always know the answer to things. So if anyone can just always help each other out, that would be I'd be incredibly thankful. As always, guys, if you like this video, please comment down below and tell me what you think. My name is Notorious, and have a wonderful day.